Yes, I'm back! Right, enough of that. But all joking aside, it is great to be back. I've been away now for 4 months, been out working. It's great to be back. Shop's a mess, don't know where anything is. Don't know where a single tool is, but you know what, doesn't matter. Just going to get straight into making stuff because I don't know about you, but I can't be bothered to watch me clean all this crap. Been a long time since I've turned anything at all. It's been, like I said, it's been 4 months I've not had my hands on the tools, so I think it's probably best if we start with something fairly easy, just to sort of break myself back into it again, and then we can move into something a bit more complex. And also I've ordered some resin because all of my resin's gone off because I've left it on the shelf for ages. Cheers chemicals. So I have ordered some more resin, which means I can do a few more ornate things later on, but it's not here yet, so we're just gonna have to play with straight wood today. Okay, so while I was working, might have brought it up on 1 or 2 occasions that I quite like wood, don't we all gents? Showed them a couple of pictures of the stuff that I do and they asked me to do them something. So I've got a little order for some pens, which I said I was more than happy to do. So I think today we're just going to crack into them. So that means more whiskey barrels. Luckily I've got some whiskey barrel left, it's just up in the rafters behind me. And a couple of pen kits. So next job is we're going to use this handy little thing here. It's called a barrel trimmer, and essentially what we're going to do is trim the wood flush with the barrel, so we can then put it on a pen turning mandrel, and then we can turn it to its final shape and then sand it and then finish it. So we can see that the inside has cleaned the barrel out from all glue globules that's on there, and now it's the job of these 4 blades which are at the top here. You can see them there. Remove this wood in a nice circle down to the level of the barrel, so we literally end up with just the barrel's worth of wood. There we are, and it's just a case of checking often, but we've given ourselves a nice little divot in there. There we are, so that's nice and flush now, so that will fit nicely up against the kit. Trust me, that step's really important.
Like a billionaire, Jim.
ask how you tell whether it's getting shinier. I don't know if you can see, but let me just see if you can see what I can see. Oh, maybe I'll bring you around to a better camera angle, hang on. Okay, so a lot of people ask how you tell whether things are getting shiny or not. Now, luckily, if we look up, I've got strip bulbs, well, not strip bulbs, they're LEDs, all along the ceiling. And that translates to the reflection here in the wood that you can see. Now, if I compare this next to one that hasn't been shallow axed, hang on, there we go, you can see the difference in the reflection. See how much sharper they are. But you can see them, and they're right next to each other, and you can see the difference. I think that's quite obvious. So that's why you just put a little bit of shallow wax on, bring that luster and that shine out, and also gives it a protective coating which will last and last and last. Okay, so we've done everything now. The final thing is to fit this all together, and again I'm going to use the lathe because of the tailstock, and it gives me loads of control to snap these parts back together again. So where we were turning, we've got to take all of this bump out, get rid of the hollow tailstock, which has just undone itself for some reason, and then take out the pen mandrel. Don't need those anymore. But what we do need is these bungs. Now these are great. So the white one's got a hole drilled in the end. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, just about. So the white one's got a hole drilled in the end, and this is for the nib of the pen to disappear down to, so you're not pushing on the bit that dispenses the ink and deforming that, and it just gives you loads of support. So that goes up there in the headstock, and then this one's just a flat one with a little bit of a concave surface just to support what you're working on, and that goes in to the tailstock. And then all you do is if I show you here, so you got a bit of a gap in between there, and all you do is just turn the handle and they squeeze together. So we're going to get the blank and all the parts that we're going to need, and lay them all out and then fit them together. So there we go, nice way to spend the day. Trust me, it is blowing a hoolie outside, you can probably hear it. This is what we've done. Here's the one in antique copper, that's very nice, I like it a lot. We've got one in brass, which I think is very pretty, goes nicely with the wood. And then the last one is this one in pewter, which I think is smart as hell. That's awesome. One day I'll get around to doing one of these for myself, but today is not that day. So there we go, these three will be winging their way to their respective owners. And I just think it's cool to like document it, so that if you ever buy one of these, you can see how it was made exactly. So whoever these end up with, they can sort of look back through this video and sort of see them being born, which I think is awesome. Also, while we was at it, also made a couple of fountain pens. I'll show you one of these real quick. I think that's really smart in the gunmetal. They do them in gold and in, I think it's chrome as well. But give that a little twist. Yeah, I think that's magic, that. I love these. Right, so there you go. Well done if you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for sticking around and watching. I will be at Maker Central. I'll put a logo here, I guess. Yeah, so I will be at Maker Central. I'm coming on the Sunday. So by all means feel free, stop, say hello. It'd be great to meet some of you if you're there too. And seeing as this is a pen video, I'll announce now that when I'm at Maker Central I will be carrying 2 pens with me. All you got to do is you've got to be the first 2 people to walk up to me, say hi, show me you're a subscriber, very important, and then say, give me a pen. Maybe not quite as aggressive as that, but you know, just ask for one and you can have it, okay? Not quite sure what they're going to be yet or what they're going to be made out of. I've got a few options, but they'll be nice. They'll be nice. I'll put lots of effort into them, I promise. I'll be wandering around. Hopefully I'll get there nice and early, and I'll be leaving late because sounds like there's a lot going on. Hopefully get to meet some of you guys as well. So if you do see me, say hello, and it'd be great to sort of shake a few hands and have a conversation about what you're doing in your workshops. Right, that's it from me. I will get this edited and uploaded as quickly as humanly possible. Just leaves me to say, have a great week. Be safe in your workshop. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers all.